Welcome back to a new season of The Architect. We're in season 6, and this is the season premiere, episode 1. And you already see we're in hell. That's where we're at. We realign the conferences. Oregon's back in the Pac-12. USC's back in the Pac-12. Uh-oh. We got an interception, it looks like.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Open space in the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Easy.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this running back is so dangerous.
Let me find out Oregon's off.
He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Defense stopped him again.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Look at this blocking.
They're finally able to haul him down at midfield. He's got 48 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And
Ooh, linebacker got tired of this.
Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. It doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Pulls and fired complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a hit as he releases.
They're not going to let me make no field goal. That's why I went for it.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Going with the ground game left. And the run is for
I should have cut it back up inside.
more time left on the clock in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Cooks. Got his man. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Using his legs to buy some time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Cooks. And they can't make the connection on third down.
possession in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Excuse me.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Fresno State right back to the line. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
He wants to change this route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. On target to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. There he goes. He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Cooks. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half, but you can see why.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
How?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. How can a stadium this for a man. It's Cooks. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will... Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Creates a little space. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go up top on second and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To throw, it's Cooks. Fires to the right. Pass is in.
God, it came down and went back.
Down to 7 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
It's like there's a force field in front of the bars, man, when you're away from home.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
There's no way he made that read that quick, man.
Squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I made the read perfectly.
As the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman
Took my icons away, man.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play not
Them taking your icons away is a big deal.
Fresno State takes over in the offense.
Just made my guy throw a pick for no reason.
Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack. Looking for more room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up.
Now
to
he's hurt.
34.
Come on, man.
As the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Damn, I ran right into him, man. He plugged the hole really good.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
It's complete on the right side. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Dropping back, it's Cooks. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. With jet sweep pass. How about this sophomore stopping his
he's hurt.
first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that.
Wrong base protection, too.
Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Should have secure catched it.
That catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return
Great
man
kick.
couldn't get to it. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Scanning the field, it's Cooks. Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. He's inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run play action. It's
What the hell?
trying a little razzle
They got the
dazzle.
tight end at quarterback.
Third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back to throw, it's Cooks. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own.
This game, boys. We're going to walk out of Autzen with a win.
Go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points.
Hurting all my guys, man.
What plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50?
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Fresno State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are...
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber.
Beat him 35-12, huh?
A statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will...
That was much easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be hell because it was Autzen, but we controlled them the whole way. Yeah, we're a lot better than 10th. Got to work on our passing, but we'll get there. Let's go to next week. I got 28 points like an open architect. All right, don't look like we had no lockouts. Damn, we jumped a lot, man. We jumped all the way to number 3 in the country. That was an impressive win. Jesus, they got us jumping 7 spots. The media. Coaches had us jumping 7 spots too. We did beat them pretty good. Let's do this recruiting real quick. Let's check these guys out. I got 160 hours. Let me fix this. I gotta at least give him what everybody else got. Jesus Christ, this guy's moving really fast. He wants to go to USC probably. It's just a running back. All right, we'll leave it there for now. All right. Thank you for watching this episode of The Architect. We killed Oregon in our first game. We just manhandled them. So we're on to Texas Tech, and we're gonna try to keep the train rolling. We're gonna try to get this passing game a little better. I'm gonna go into the practice field and see if I can get a little sharper with the boys. But I think that was just the game messing with me a little bit. Because I couldn't, they were taking icons from me and stuff like that. They were just doing everything they could to get me to mess up. But yeah, we controlled the game. Our defense must have did really good. So